thought, you know, talking about just checking up on everything and making sure that, you know, I'm actually doing what I think I'm actually doing. I start off with my putter. And by the way, if you might see our little dog Lucy here. She's been a very good girl at the moment. Isn't always that way, but sometimes she just gets very excited. Just wants to play continually. So just kind of ignore her. So yeah, putting. Now I'm not going to go into, you know, I'm not going to go out and go into a green just now. I'm in the studio. Key thing with putting for me is if you've played enough and practiced enough like I have, you get to know greens and reading borrows and so on. That's a wee separate issue. The stroke itself, now, I putt cack-handed. There's a wee reason behind that which I won't bore you about. But anyway, I putt cack-handed. Didn't always used to putt kind of fairly straightforward, but changed it over for a reason. But for me, you know, and over the years, I've never really had to change anybody's putting technique. Everybody knows that we're supposed to stand there and rock the shoulders. Most people don't really accelerate the club head though. What they're doing is guiding it, a tense kind of guide, usually a big long backswing with a slow guide through the ball. You're never going to really become a good putter doing that. There's no feel, there's no touch. What I want to be able to do is actually freewheel the club head. And this maybe goes a wee bit against what a lot of us have heard. You know, keep it there, just turn your shoulders back and through. What I want to do, as I say, is feel the weight here. And if I just swing back and forward, I can actually feel a little bit of give. Exaggerated, my wrists are actually hinging. That doesn't matter. If you're swinging, the club will guarantee will actually square where you actually want it to. It's when we start to guide it and do things that we don't square it where we want it to. One other little tip I would say though, is just allowing the weight of the club to drop so that your wrists are taking the pressure here. You can see my wrists is arched. And there's no tension, but they're taking the pressure. I just feel that if their hands are a bit low and this pressure is not put on here and here, it's very easy to wobble the club head on the way back. When I do this and swing it, it's very easy then to just, I can see the club stays in the correct plane every time. It's not doing the dreaded wobble. So I've set myself up here, and from there, what I'm trying to do is just get that lovely sensation back and through. So I'm actually swinging the club head. I'm not guiding it, I'm not hitting it, I'm not pushing. Back through. So what you can actually do when you're actually out playing is you know, you do your reading of the green. I don't know, you've got a 12-foot putt, say, there's 6 inches of break in it. What I would be doing, say it was breaking from the left, I'd basically aim 6 inches left of the hole. Just a couple of wee practice swings, get the feel for it. Into the ball, aiming at that point, 6 inches left, and then swinging the club head. And you know, you're not thinking so much about that end. All you're really trying to do is swing the club. But setting yourself up and aligning properly, you've basically you've done everything for yourself, really. So once again, just pulling the trigger back and through, and you start to get that lovely sensation, and it's very repeatable. As I've said elsewhere in some of the videos, you know, if you're guiding, which is a hit, you can't repeat that. So I want you to have a wee think about that, and just literally get a club head, rest it on your arches here, and then start to just swing that club head back and forward and get more and more used to that sensation and learn to trust it.